learn about scientists?
Scientists. No, we will learn about volcanoes and different types of volcanoes. Okay, so first you are going to watch a video and then we will have a quiz. Okay, we will use quizzes for your test. I know that you already know some facts, fun facts about volcanoes, right? Okay, so what do you know about volcanoes? Can you tell me?
Volcanoes are actually under the. If the core moves, it causes volcanic eruptions. And 1 billion years ago, the diamonds just delivered at the volcanic eruptions and bring into the surface.
What volcano do you know?
Volcano eruptions. Sa January 2020, ang katong na volcano sa Manila na erupted.
Do you know what's the name of that volcano? Do you know what's the name of that volcano? It starts with letter T.
Taal volcano.
Wow, that's great. Okay, so I will share a screen to you.
To watch a video?
Yeah, and then I will try to pause the video at times in between. And then we are going to learn about, I'll try to explain some parts of it because it's a bit fast. The video is a bit fast. Maybe you cannot cope up or keep up with the facts that you need to understand and absorb during the class or during the video. Okay, I will share my screen and I will, what was that? Okay, screen. Okay, let's have this. Can you see yourself on the screen?
Yes.
Okay, so wait a moment. Where is that? It's here. Need to wait for some time.
What is that? Volcano.
Can you see it now? Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
Volcanoes. In this video, we're going to learn about different types of volcanoes. The Earth is alive. Not alive like you and me, but the Earth is always moving and changing and never stays the same. You may see it right before your very eyes, or you may not see or feel it happen at all. But it's happening right now beneath our feet. The Earth is changing. Let's explore some of the ways the Earth changes. Run for your lives, she's gonna blow! It's a volcano! A volcano is a fracture or opening in the Earth's crust through which magma.
Okay, wait a moment. I want to emphasize this. So this is a volcano and it is like an opening in the Earth's crust. I know you already have an idea about Earth's crust, right? What is the Earth's crust again? What is the Earth's crust, Caleb?
A crust is under the crust there is a dirt and the stone under the crust.
Okay, it's the first layer of the lithosphere, okay? First layer of the lithosphere. We have atmosphere. Atmosphere is where the air, okay? The lithosphere is like the soil and the rocks, that we are stepping onto in the Earth's surface. Okay, so you can see this is a volcano, an opening of the Earth's crust, and we can see magma. This is magma in the central vent of the Earth's crust, and it's a middle. The middle is this is the central vent, and magma, you call it magma if it's inside the vent or inside the volcano, but if it will escape outside the crust, the name will be changed to lava. Okay, if it's outside the crust, lava, it's called lava. But if it's inside the crust, wala pa siya kagawas from the volcano, we call that magma.
Or opening in the Earth's crust through which magma escapes. Deep in the bowels of the Earth, beneath the crusts are vast chambers of molten liquid rock. We call magma.
The core.
Magma can slowly cool and become hardened, or magma with trapped gases can flow and feed a volcano and rise to the surface of the Earth. When magma reaches the surface, it becomes lava. A volcano may be active, or a volcano may be dormant, which means that it's only sleeping and may someday erupt. Or a volcano may be extinct, which means that it was once active, but will probably never erupt again.
Okay, first you have to know that there are volcanoes. We call them sleeping volcano. Sleeping volcano, we call that dormant. You can see the word here. We call that dormant. It means sleeping. It could awake.
What if volcanoes is not dormant? What if
active? If the volcano keeps on erupting, for example, it will erupt after like the Taal volcano, it's an active volcano because it's been erupting for like every 20 years. Within that period of time, it erupts in that certain duration. But
January 2000, there is a volcano erupting, so Taal volcano.
Yes, exactly. If it's dormant, it could like sleep and not active for maybe 50 years or 100 years. We call that dormant. It's just sleeping. Okay?
Why mag-sleeping ng volcanoes?
It's not actually sleeping as we think like the humans. It's like, it's not their time to erupt yet. We don't know what's happening inside the core or in the Earth's crust, but definitely it has a potential to erupt when the time is right, when there will be some activity inside the Earth's surface or Earth's crust and core. And there's another volcano now, we call it extinct or extinct. We call it extinct. Here, you see the word here, the first word, extinct. Extinct. We call it extinct if it will never erupt again. Okay? It's like it's dead. It will not do anything harm to people or to vegetation, to the forest, and to the lands near the volcano. So see, you have dormant, sleeping volcano, we have active volcano, and the last one is extinct, or a volcano that is dead and will never erupt again. Okay?
Means that it was once active, but will probably never erupt again. Let's explore 3 types of volcanoes. Millions of years ago, the islands of Hawaii emerged from the sea, powered by erupting volcanoes. The formation of the islands of Hawaii are examples of shield volcanoes.
Okay, you see that's a shield volcano. And the example you can find here is the volcanoes of Hawaii. Shield volcano. Look at the formation of the land area, okay, the surface of the volcano.
Some of these volcanoes are active and continue to erupt. Other volcanoes have been dormant for 1,000,000 years. These volcanoes are massive in area and have gradual sloping sides. The eruptions are like fountains, and lava flows are very liquid. The Loihi volcano, south of the big island of Hawaii, is one actively erupting volcano under the sea. Loihi is a seamount rising 10,000 feet above the ocean. And as it continues to erupt molten lava, it one day will become an island all its own in about 100,000 years. Shield volcanoes are not as explosive as cinder cone volcanoes.
Cinder cone volcano.
Cinder cone. So you have shield. Like the structure of the shield knock is like a bit flat. It's not very slopey. It's not very steep. Unlike the cinder cone volcano, you can imagine like an ice cream cone inverted, okay, and an inverted ice cream cone. It's a cinder cone volcano.
Cinder cone volcano has straight, steep sides. In 1943, Senor Pulido was working in his cornfield near the village of Paricotin, Mexico. Pulido tells the story that as he and his family were working in the field, that the earth began to tremble and shake, and right before his very eyes, the ground swelled to over 6 feet. A fissure opened, and gray ash and smoke poured into the air, and the sound of a terrible hiss and the horrible smell of sulfur. Through the thick smoke, Polito could not find his family. He went back to the village and discovered they had arrived there safe and sound. Through the days and weeks and years that followed, the volcano would continue to grow to over 1,300 feet high, or 396.24 meters, spewing hot smoke and ash into the air. Everyone had to be evacuated and find another home as thick, slow-moving lava would advance to the villages of Paracuti and San Juan.
Who escaped a volcano, nearest volcano?
That would be
What? What did you say?
Well, evacuates a nearest volcano.
They evacuated to a nearby village wherein they are safe and they will not be harmed by the molten rocks that been spewed out from the volcano's mouth or the volcano's crater. So they have to run away from their homes, leave their farms and their houses, because if they don't did so, they will be hurt by the sulfur, and the lava continually flow, going to the villages, destroying the houses and animals, killing all the crops.
Then it rained rocks.
Yeah, it rained rocks because if the volcano will erupt, it has hot rocks out from the vent or from the crust or the core of the earth. So definitely, if you will be hit by a very hot rock, you can just imagine what will happen to you, right? You might have, it might burn your skin, it might burn your hair. It could also, for example, the rock can be as big as a laptop. And it's very heavy and it's very hot. So what will happen
That
to
just
you?
looks like the rock just looks like an asteroid size.
Yeah, small asteroid size. Because now if a volcano will erupt, it's like a bomb exploded. So it's very, very strong. It's like a bomb exploding if a strong volcano will erupt. So you can just imagine a bomb that will be detonated or a bomb that will just will explode. It's the same as a volcano that will erupt. So it's very strong and it's very dangerous for people to stay near the foot of the mountain or the volcano. They have to evacuate to nearest village that is safe, and it will not, the eruption and the smoke and the ash of volcano will not reach that place that's very dangerous for them. Okay, let's continue.
Destroyed. Can you imagine how awful that would be? The Paracutine volcano has been very important to scientists, as they have seen the birth and rise of a volcano and watch it become dormant. And though a cinder cone volcano may be terrible, it is no match for the spectacle of a volcano, which can be far more powerful, far more terrible, far more frightening, and more explosive. Of course, we are talking about the stratovolcano.
Okay, stratovolcano is the most dangerous volcano of all. So we have shield volcano. We have shield volcano. We were talking about it, the volcanoes in Hawaii. And we have the cinder cone volcano in Mexico, in Paracutine, Mexico. And the last one, the most dangerous and the most explosive, is the stratovolcano.
A stratovolcano is characterized by gentle lower slopes, gradually increasing to steep upper slopes. They are constructed of layers of hardened lava and volcanic ash and pumice. Stratovolcanoes are known to have violent eruptions, expelling fiery lava fragments through the air like bombs. Toxic gases fill the air, and massive plumes of ash clouds carry vast distances, making aviation travel impossible. These volcanoes are dangerous and deadly, and though lava from these volcanoes flows slowly, it covers and burns and destroys everything in its path. In the Cascade Mountain range of southwest Washington state, there rises many beautiful snow-covered peaks. Some of them are volcanoes. One of these volcanic mounts is known as Mount St. Helens. It was no secret that Mount St. Helens had been an active volcano for hundreds, maybe thousands of years. And volcanologists, scientists who study volcanoes, had been studying St. Helens with their equipment watching and waiting for another perhaps major eruption. It was possible that St. Helens would not erupt in their lifetime. Even with fancy equipment, these things are difficult to predict. Then came the spring of 1980. For months, tremors and earthquakes shook the ground. On the north face of Mount St. Helens, a bulge began to form. Volcanologist David A. Johnston was watching and measuring the growth of the bulge with his lasers. On May 18, 1980, David called out over the radio, "This is it! This is it!" The caldera blew with supersonic fury. Everything in the path of this massive eruption was wiped out for 8 miles. David A. Johnston was camped.
Okay, how many kilometers in 1 mile? Caleb.
1.6 kilometers. 1 mile is 1.609 kilometers.
Okay, very good. So can you imagine 8 miles times 1.6, that's more than 10 kilometers from the volcano. That's how far this Mount St. Helens devastated.
8 miles is 13 kilometers.
Yeah, 13 kilometers or more than 10 kilometers, okay? So can you imagine 13 kilometers from Mount St. Helens? That's how far it devastated or destroyed the houses, the crops, the trees, and everything on its path, together with the ashes and molten rocks and lavas that came out from the volcano. So it's so super dangerous.
Destroy everything.
Actually, there were people camping near Mount St. Helens. They didn't know that the volcano will erupt at the time because volcanic.
Na-fall na sila sa lava.
Yes, some of them were dead. Some of them were dead after the eruption. They died because the air and the ash.
Old people died?
I actually don't know how many people died in there, but there were some people who really lost their lives during the eruption of St. Helens because there are houses and people living there at the foot of the mountain or at the foot of the volcano. So it was so really, really dangerous at that time. And this David Johnson is a volcanologist. He was studying about volcanoes. And I think he was in danger during the eruption.
Constant was camped right in the path of the most destructive volcanic eruption in known U.S. history. 250 homes, railways, bridges, highways, all gone. Could Mount St. Helens erupt again? Will you wait and see? In the world, there are nearly 1,500 potentially active volcanoes. 169 are in the United States. Is there one near you? Many volcanoes are located along the Pacific Rim, an area that reaches along South and North America, along the Aleutian Islands of Alaska, down the islands of Japan and the Philippines, Indonesia, New Zealand, and the South Pacific.
Why do you think there are so many volcanoes in the Pacific Rim? Do you have idea? Caleb, why do you think there are so many volcanoes in the Pacific Rim? Hello? Caleb?
And worldwide?
Yeah, why there are so many volcanoes here in the red spots right here in the Pacific Rim from South, North America, Japan, Philippines, and Indonesia?
There looks like it looks like a magma underneath the ocean.
Okay, very good. It's because the Pacific plate is here, okay? It is where the magma in the Earth's crust is specifically like, how can I say, plates. We have here the plates wherein the source of the magma or the opening of the magma can just blow out to the Earth's crust. Anyways, we will talk about tectonic plates next time so that you will know better why the volcanoes are actually right here in the Pacific Rim. It's very interesting.
This path in the Pacific Ocean is known as the Ring of Fire. For millions of years, our Earth has been alive with erupting volcanoes. In addition to those we've explored, and among the most frightening, terribly destructive are Mount Vesuvius in Pompeii, Krakatoa in Indonesia, and the volcanic complex in Iceland. Underneath Yellowstone National Park lie enormous chambers of molten magma, which one day may find its way to the surface and become the most massive supervolcano ever. Thanks for following Clarendon Learning. Be sure to subscribe. If you're looking for more teaching.
Okay. What's the most interesting part of the volcanoes that you've learned?
Maybe katong na naka-deliver sa surface sa ang diamonds can deliver by volcanic eruptions.
Mm-hmm.
Then sa January 2020 erupted ang volcano, Taal volcano.
Mm-hmm.
Then dagat people na patay.
Actually not that much or not that many because the government asked them to evacuate from a safer place. And they were able to protect the people by letting them leave their homes. Okay, if they don't leave their homes, that would be very dangerous. But there were many animals that were left behind, like carabaos, dogs.
Some people dead. Some people dead.
I think only a few people died in the January 2020.
Why few people lang napatay?
Because they were able to leave their homes in time. Because if a volcano will erupt, you can see some smoke and there will be some earthquake.
Raining rocks.
Not yet rocks, earthquakes, small earthquakes. They can feel that. If the volcano is having small earthquakes, it's an indication or it's a sign that
Only
there
small
is
lang na earthquake like this size.
small, it means not strong. What I mean by small is not a strong earthquake. Mild earthquake rather. Do you want to live near the home? Do you want to build your home near the volcano?
No, I think it's dangerous.
Where would you prefer to build your home?
It's only building a bunker, an underground bunker.
Why will you stay in the bunker?
Why they can't even break through grass. They can't even break through trust.
Actually, it depends on how strong the volcanic eruption would be.
What will you do if there's a volcanic eruption without with a bunker?
Bunker, what do you mean by bunker? The bunker bed?
No, the underground bunker. Mental bunker.
It's still unsafe because if the volcano will have a strong earthquake, it could open up. It could destroy the underground bunker. And what if the lava will flow into the bunker? You will be toasted there. You will swim in the lava. That
You'll
would be
toast
so
it.
crazy.
They will toast. I will toast it like a charcoal.
Yes, you will be toasted, and that's not nice. I think the best thing you can do is just go to a safer place, far from the volcano. I think it's the best option that you can.
Then far away sa volcano, dili mag-rain of rocks.
Yes, of course, it won't. Only if you are near to the volcano. There's a big possibility that it will have some molten rocks.
Only patay ang kay na sila sa car.
If the car is near the volcano, that's still dangerous because if there will be a heavy lava flow, you will be caught up and your car will be caught up and the tires will be burned. And then the gasoline of the car, that's very dangerous.
What about you go deeper during a volcanic eruption? Like a continental crust.
Yeah, that is why in the Pacific Ring of Fire, you could find many active volcanoes there because of the continental crust. It's something that it's like an opening. There's an opening there where the possibility of the magma will flow and outside the Earth's crust is a great possibility. That's why they formed right there, because there is an opening in the Earth's crust.
Still dangerous if it's go deeper than the continental crust.
Yeah, that's very dangerous. Want to go in the continental crust? You better live far away from the volcano. I think that's
what if you airplane if there's a volcanic eruption?
Airplane?
Yes.
If you are a pilot, it's not advised that you will fly near the volcanic eruption, because if the ashes or the air will be blocked by the smoke and ash of the volcano, you cannot see your way, and that's terrible. You might be detoured or you might lose your way.
You know the story, ang plane flew over the volcanic ash into the Mount Gulagang in 1982.
And then what happened about that event?
All engine failed.
See? That's so dangerous because all engines failed because of the eruption.
The story, it can be scary. The old engines are actually went back because master ng pilot.
Yeah. That's so dangerous now. So you better not fly.
Close ang mga airports pag during a volcanic eruption.
Actually, not. It doesn't mean it's closed, but some of the flights will be canceled for sure. Especially the flights that will, the planes that will go or fly over the volcano or near the volcanic eruption. But if the airport is near to the volcano, yes, it will be closed for sure.
It can be happened until the story of June 24, 1982. Then flew over the volcano, but engines are actually succeed because they far away from the volcano.
Yeah, exactly. So I will suggest that if you would like to learn about volcanoes. Yeah, come again.
Then pag flew over to the volcanic ash na ay nice same almost fire sa ilang windshield.
Yes, of course, that's a possibility. It's because volcanic eruption is really dangerous and it could cause some fire. So it's not safe for planes to fly over the volcanic eruption.
You know what will happen if there's no mountains? It's very dangerous.
Can you tell me what will happen if there's no mountain?
If all mountains disappeared, there are no tectonic plates anymore. Then mag-overflow ang ilang cities of lava.
Yeah, of course. Because mountains will somehow protect us.
If you are in the nearest mountain, you must evacuate.
Yeah, you need to evacuate for sure to keep you safe and sound.
I need to evacuate from the nearest mountains.
Yep, exactly. So what do you think? Okay, your assignment will be you find cinder cone volcano in the Philippines, shield volcano in the Philippines, and one stratovolcano in the Philippines. You should know the name. Only one shield volcano in the Philippines, one cinder cone volcano, and one
Where's the nearest volcano in our location? We're actually on Greenville.
Well, we don't have a volcano, an active volcano in Agusan. We have maybe in Visayas and maybe some parts of Mindanao. But we have active volcano like in Luzon, Taal, and we also have Mount Pinatubo. These are the most active volcano that we have in the Philippines.
What happens if you mine a mountain? Lava inside?
It's not good if you mine the mountain. It must be
lava inside?
It depends if it's a volcano. Yes, it can be dangerous. You want yourself to be burned?
No. Then if there is no tectonic plates, only mantle lang left.
That's only mantle. There should be crust first, Caleb. Okay.
Only
We have first a test just for fun. You will answer a quizzes. Let me check. I have to share a screen. You have a quizzes.
What is the quiz? Are you challenging me? Meme.
It's not challenging. It's just to check your knowledge about what we have learned today.
About Chinese?
Not Chinese. About volcano, of course. Of the volcano first. Okay. Okay, here. Can you see it there?
Yes.
Wait for a moment. I didn't assign it yet. No. Okay, you will just answer the question, and I will choose. Then you tell me which one is your answer. I still have to learn how to share it to you in the Zoom. I think I have to share this to you first. Start. No. Okay, can you open quizzes knock and then you use the join code? Can you do that? I will copy the link and then share it to you in Zoom. I'm still trying to annotate. No. Okay, I'll stop share and then I will share. Where is the participants? Okay, I will share it here in the message. You can answer it by yourself. Can you see the message? Okay, you answer it. You are muted, Nak. I can't hear you. What happened?
Oh my God. What did I do?
Just try. Just try it.
What happened? Where is it?
Can you see it here?
I see it.
In the chat box.
Starting.
Okay.
I'm learning about scientists.
Mm-hmm.
I only learn myself. Oh my God. I will learn myself. Check. What is the definition of the crust? What definition of the crust? What is the definition of the crust?
You read. You choose your answer.
Second layer of the earth, the center of the earth, dave-shaped mountain, outer layer of the earth.
Ito man ang crust.
Maybe it looks like made of dirt and stone. It's made of dirt and stone. It's made of dirt and stone.
Second layer, center of the earth, molten rock, or outer layer of the earth. What is crust?
A crust is a...
Imagine the crust, mantle, and core. Asa man dapit ang crust? Where do you think crust is located?
outer layer.
Okay, your
Pero,
answer.
What is a central vent? What? I totally forgot. Pero only me lang ko.
It's okay. You're just trying. It's not a problem.
The center of the earth. What is that? Molten rocks inside a volcano. What is a crater? Outer layer.
Mouth sa volcano. That's the crater.
What is a crater? Question mark. A snow, outer layer, top or the top of the volcano.
It is where the molten rocks will go out or will be spewed out from the volcano. So what do you think is the answer?
Crater. What is the difference? Oh, okay, very small. Power play. Power play. Power plays on. What is a magma chamber? A volcano. What is a magma chamber?
Magma chamber. Chamber is like a place where the magma, many magma.
What is a cinder cone of volcano? What, you're eating boiled egg?
Remember the word cinder cone, ice cream cone.
Maybe the ice cream cone.
Looks like an ice cream cone, a little ice cream cone.
Cone. I don't like ice cream cone. It's a cone. What are plates? This is really cool. I actually decided that quickly, 3 times. Oh, what is the definition of the mantle?
Crust, mantle, and core.
Okay. Definition of volcano. What's that? Definition of a volcano.
Wow, very good.
What is a volcano?
Where are you? Number?
Number 12 to 14.
What's the question? What's the question? So I can help you.
First, second, third, or fourth? It smells something. What?
Dito si mama, ano yung numbers?
Okay, number 13.
What's the question?
The door.
Ah, very
Praying for the right
good.
answer. Praying for the right answer.
The last one. Magma. Wow!
14 to 14, correct.
Hindi, correct. Nabi ka doon kung mali.
I mean, real type of question you got wrong.
Let them this one. What is a shield volcano?
Cone shape?
Ikaw, ano sa may answer mo?
Dune shape?
Sige na ako, night time.
What?
Sige, go.
Answer na yun.
Oh my god. Cone shaped again? The end.
Ding, 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 ding,
No,
ding,
that's
ding.
dome shape, not dome shaped shield volcano.
But
12.
2.
Good
Because
job.
because I'm actually secretly starting with letter C.
Nice one. Thank you. Great job.
Thank you.
Okay, so we will not learn Chinese now. We will learn Chinese tomorrow because it's already 11:28. Maybe you are hungry or you're already exhausted. So we can have Chinese tomorrow and maybe
Okay.
English. Okay? I'll take a photo first. Wait, let me see you. I want to see your face. Okay, so that's the end of our class. Tomorrow we will have another class, English and Chinese. I don't want you to get exhausted. Okay? I love you. Thank you. Bye-bye.